CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Guys, the chicken is here. We're back to another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, as you can see, we have our beautiful, shiny, level 300 mystical monument. Now, I'm going to go on record and say, this was a gigantic mistake. This was not worth it at all. Do not do this. I spent so much resources, so much of my own money, about $400 Canadian by the time I was all said and done, to get this stupid statue, over 1,000 power powder. All of my life shards are pretty well gone, and I had thousands of them. The only thing that I have left over are prototype defense parts. And I also went through every single one of my classified items, which I had over at least 3 out of 2 on pretty well all of them. I went through all of my trader tickets. I went through all of my hero tokens. I went through everything, guys. I went through everything. I spent everything that I could possibly spend to get this thing at level 300. And I'm telling you guys, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Look at these stats. Gold production, plus 6%. If we compare this with literally a Green Guardian, I forget what the boosts are, but I think a Green Guardian that we're making right now is better than a level 300 Mystical Monument. Let's keep going. Gold production, plus 6%. Again, sucks. Iron production, plus 6%. Not that good. Resource production, plus 8%. At least that's something. Speed up armory upgrades. I'm max level. I don't have armory upgrades to do. And speed up sculpting. So that's really the only thing that's of any benefit. And to speed it up by 2% really isn't doing that much for us. So, a word of caution to not go crazy and max out your Mystical Monument unless you really want the trophy, which is honestly part of why I did it, was just to show it off because I think it looks cool. Another reason I did it was to be able to communicate this properly to you guys, whether it's worth doing or not. Now I know for sure it's not worth doing, and I thought it would make a cool video. So I hope you guys did get a kick out of that. It was really fun having OP on yesterday and getting this thing. I got it to like 270 yesterday, and then shout out, there's a couple people that said this, but the first person I saw, Mr. Ryan J, one of my favorite commenters on all Boom Beach videos, just super positive guy. Big shout out to Ryan, he's awesome. And he said, Chicken, use your classified items to max out your resources, and if I done that, I would have saved a lot of diamonds, so it's a little bit too little, too late, but I did do that. I maxed them out, and then I got up to level 300 just by skipping the time on the construction. So, one of the few players in the game that has the level 300 monument, which is kind of cool. But it's not going to bring home the bacon for us. So we got to get back out there, and we got to start grinding. We've got a week before the next warship season. So we do have some time in order to try to get some of this loot back. And what I want to do, especially before the next update, is I want to make sure that take advantage of the crab, do the easy stuff, right, that we always talk about in terms of getting loot. Come on, buddy, get out from under there. You're going to knock something over. All the easy stuff, right? Like focus on taking advantage of the mega crab, taking advantage of the bases when we can, and just overall doing a better job of playing the main base more regularly to get our stats back up to where they should be. And because I want to be update proof on the next one. Thankfully, we were somewhat update proof on this one, but it, we still had a lot of work left to do. Yeah, people don't like the supply chest, and I forget what the reasoning was behind that, so I'm not going to talk about it because I forget what it was. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at that, guys. And let's go another barrage. Boom. You gotta love a freebie. You gots to love a freebie, guys. I don't know why he would put his base like that. I think it's a Hammerman base and he just switched to HQ because he wanted to drop trophies, maybe? Other than that, I don't really know. But we're slowly getting our loot back. And the biggest thing, if you guys didn't know, with gaining loot is to... you want to take down bases. It's as simple as that. You want to take down bases because you're going to collect a certain amount of gold or whatever it is, per hour from the freed villages. And if you don't you don't collect anything from the boat, it's impossible for your enemies or people that attack you to get to your loot. They can't access that. It's perfectly hidden. So you can stack that up and stack it up and stack it up until the next time that there is an update where you need to get resources. So, yeah. But I want to talk about today was just the level 300 monument and how it's not really worth doing. So don't look at this and feel like you have to do it, because I would definitely recommend against doing that unless you have a ton of resources to burn. I know Skull, I think he was going to do a live stream. I was talking to him about it today. And he said that he had like 2,000 time savers saved up and like over 100 million of each resource. In that situation, there's no reason not to max it out at that point. You have so much loot, you're just sitting on it. You just got to figure out the best way to time those. Because it's 8 hours per upgrade, so that's the only thing you really got to be worried about. But 2,000 time savers, that'll get you through a lot of those. So for some people, it does make sense. For others, it doesn't. And you just got to find out, it comes down to your preference. I just wanted to show you guys the max level stats at level 300 aren't really worth significant enough. Sorry, that scared the hell out of me. They aren't really significant enough to go after, so don't feel stressed or don't feel pressure if you don't have a maxed out one right now. Let's go like this. This is kind of an interesting layout again. It must be Hammerman Day. Or it was, I think it is Hammerman Day. That's maybe why we're seeing these bases like this. I'm not sure. Not too sure. But it doesn't really matter. Let's go. Let's barrage out some of these mines. And he's got a critter launcher way over on that left-hand side. Interesting. Okay, let's shock here. We're just kind of sprinkling stuff in. There's no real rhyme or reason to anything that we're doing. We're just gaining GB so quickly that we're just spending it as we get the chance to. This has to be 100% a Hammerman base. I don't see any other reason to form your layout like this. It doesn't really make sense. But yeah, we'll get back there. We'll get our loot back up, and it's going to take some time. But with 7 resource reward statues, that's certainly going to help things. But yeah, so you guys, let me know what you think of the mystical monument now that we've had a couple days to play with it. Look at that, we already maxed out our gold. That was quick. And we can get some upgrades going here. So we're getting back on the train, and yeah. So you guys let me know what you think of this guy right here down below in that comments. Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's cool? Do you think it sucks? Let me know all your feedback down below, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.